Samuel Collins was an introverted writer who had recently purchased an old, decrepit house tucked away in a secluded forest. Unbeknownst to him, the house held a chilling secret. An infamous serial killer had once owned the property. As Samuel settled into his new home, he discovered an eerie crawlspace hidden beneath a loose floorboard in the basement. Driven by a morbid curiosity, Samuel couldn't resist exploring the sinister depths of the crawlspace. Armed with only a flickering flashlight, he cautiously crawled through the narrow passageway, the damp, musty air suffocating him. The oppressive darkness pressed against him, sending shivers down his spine. As Samuel delved deeper, strange noises echoed around him, like whispers from the shadows. The walls seemed to close in, and an inexplicable dread consumed him. He pressed on, his heart pounding, determined to uncover the secrets hidden within. Inside the hidden chamber, Samuel found a chilling tableau. The room was adorned with macabre artifacts, a collection of eerie photographs, blood-stained clothes, and cryptic symbols etched into the walls. It became clear that this crawlspace was more than just a dark corner of the house. It was a haunting memorial to the killer's heinous acts. A wave of terror washed over Samuel as he discovered a diary meticulously detailing the killer's sadistic exploits. The gruesome entries spoke of unspeakable acts committed within the very walls he now stood in. The killer had carefully documented his methods, relishing the pain he inflicted upon his victims. Haunted by the darkness he had uncovered, Samuel's mind became consumed by fear. Paranoia gnawed at his sanity as he questioned every creak and whisper within his house. He couldn't escape the feeling that he was being watched, that the malevolent spirit of the killer still lingered. Driven by a mix of terror and a desire for justice, Samuel began investigating the unsolved murders tied to the serial killer. He spent countless nights poring over newspaper clippings, police reports, and witness testimonies. The deeper he delved, the more he realized that the killer's influence extended far beyond the confines of his crawlspace. However, Samuel's obsession with the case attracted unwanted attention. He started receiving anonymous threats, warning him to cease his investigation or face dire consequences. Fear tightened its grip on him, but he couldn't abandon the pursuit of the truth. He knew that if he stopped, the killer's legacy would continue to haunt not just him, but the innocent souls forever trapped in the shadows. As Samuel delved deeper into the investigation, the threats escalated. Mysterious figures lurked outside his house, watching his every move. He felt trapped, surrounded by an invisible web of terror that tightened with each passing day. But Samuel was determined to uncover the truth and bring an end to the reign of fear. One evening, while he was researching in his study, the power suddenly flickered and died. Complete darkness enveloped the house. Samuel's heart raced as he heard the faint sound of footsteps echoing through the hallway. Panic seized him, but he mustered his courage and grabbed a flashlight. Cautiously, Samuel ventured into the pitch-black corridor, his footsteps echoing against the wooden floors. The air was heavy with a suffocating silence, broken only by his rapid breaths. The beam of his flashlight revealed glimpses of distorted shadows dancing along the walls, taunting him. Suddenly, the sound of a door creaking open resonated through the house. Samuel's heart skipped a beat. He followed the eerie noise, his flashlight illuminating the path ahead. The light revealed a secret passage leading to a hidden chamber, a room shrouded in darkness and brimming with an otherworldly energy. Samuel's trembling hand reached out to touch the ancient walls, as if seeking solace in their cold embrace. But instead of comfort, he felt a malevolent presence seep into his very being. The room pulsated with an otherworldly force, and whispers echoed from the shadows. In a moment of terror, Samuel realized that the spirit of the serial killer, trapped within the confines of the house, was hell-bent on protecting its secrets. The vengeful entity sought to claim Samuel's life, just as it had taken the lives of its victims. Desperation coursed through Samuel's veins as he frantically searched for a way to escape the clutches of the vengeful spirit. With each passing moment, the room grew colder, the air thicker, as if the very essence of evil had materialized. In a last-ditch effort, Samuel stumbled upon an old journal tucked away in a hidden compartment. Its pages contained a ritual, a way to banish the malevolent presence. With trembling hands, Samuel followed the instructions, reciting the incantations with a mixture of fear and determination. As the final words left his lips, the room shook, and an otherworldly scream pierced the air. The malevolent energy dissipated, leaving Samuel gasping for breath in the now eerily quiet room. The spirit had been exorcised, and the house was finally free from its haunting grasp. Exhausted but triumphant, Samuel emerged from the crawlspace, forever changed by the horrors he had faced. The experience had taken a toll on his psyche, and he knew he could never truly escape the memories that haunted him. Yet he found solace in knowing that he had confronted the darkness head-on and emerged victorious. Samuel decided to leave the house behind, selling it to a family unaware of its sinister past. He moved on, carrying the weight of the knowledge he had gained, determined to honor the memory of the victims by ensuring their stories would never be forgotten. Years later, Samuel published a book detailing his harrowing ordeal, shedding light on the atrocities committed by the serial killer and the power of resilience in the face of darkness. His words served as a beacon of hope for those who had faced their own demons, inspiring them to confront their fears and find strength in the face of adversity. And so, the tale of the crawlspace became a cautionary reminder that even the most innocent-looking places can harbor unspeakable horrors. But it also stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that in the darkest of nights, there is always a glimmer of light, guiding us towards redemption. Nelson stared at the old house with a mix of curiosity and unease. It had been vacant for years, but recently, strange rumors had started circulating in the neighborhood. People claimed to have heard eerie noises emanating from the house's crawlspace, an area beneath the basement where no one ever dared to venture. Nelson, always drawn to mysteries, couldn't resist the temptation to investigate. One gloomy evening, armed with a flashlight and a pounding heart, Nelson cautiously entered the abandoned house. The creaking floorboards echoed through the empty hallways as he made his way toward the basement door. With trembling hands, he turned the rusty doorknob and descended into the dimly lit basement. The air felt thick with an inexplicable presence, and Nelson's every step amplified the silence. As he descended further, the sound of faint whispers reached his ears, causing a chill to run down his spine. He followed the haunting voices, his flashlight guiding him toward the source. Arriving at the entrance to the crawlspace, Nelson hesitated. The darkness seemed impenetrable, and a sense of foreboding filled the air. Ignoring his instincts, he crawled into the narrow passage, dragging his flashlight along. The space was suffocating, the dirt walls pressing in on him from all sides. Nelson's heart raced as he continued to crawl, determined to uncover the truth behind the mysterious sounds. Suddenly, the ground beneath him gave way, and he tumbled into a hidden chamber. As he regained his composure, Nelson realized he was surrounded by faded photographs and weathered toys. Fear mingled with sorrow as he picked up a photo and saw the smiling faces of 3 young girls. Their innocence seemed to haunt the room. In that moment, the whispers grew louder, transforming into agonizing cries for help. The voices of the 3 girls echoed through the chamber, their pleas piercing Nelson's soul. Overwhelmed with a mix of compassion and terror, he vowed to bring justice to their tragic fate. Determined to uncover the truth, Nelson delved into the history of the house and the mysterious disappearance of the 3 girls. He scoured old newspapers and police reports, searching for any clues that could lead him to answers. His investigation revealed a shocking revelation. The 3 girls had vanished without a trace 20 years ago, and their case had long gone cold. No one had suspected foul play, and the house had remained undisturbed, preserving the secrets of their disappearance. Driven by an unyielding sense of justice, Nelson sought out the families of the missing girls. Their grief and pain were still palpable after all these years. He shared his findings with them, promising to bring closure to their shattered lives. Together, they formed a small team dedicated to uncovering the truth. They interviewed witnesses, re-examined evidence, and tirelessly pursued every lead, even those that had been overlooked in the past. The once abandoned house became the center of their investigation. Late one night, as the team conducted a thorough search of the crawlspace, they stumbled upon a hidden compartment beneath the floorboards. It contained a journal belonging to the previous owner of the house, which revealed a disturbing secret. The entries detailed the homeowner's descent into madness, his obsession with the three girls, and his ultimate confession to their abduction and murder. It was a chilling account of a disturbed mind that had been left undiscovered for years. Armed with this newfound evidence, the team contacted the authorities, who reopened the case. The truth finally emerged, and the man responsible for the girls' deaths was brought to justice. The families, although forever scared by their loss, found solace in the closure the investigation provided. Nelson's relentless pursuit of the truth had not only brought justice to the three innocent girls, but also given closure to their grieving families. It was a testament to the power of determination and the importance of confronting the darkness that lurks within our society. As the years passed, the abandoned house underwent a transformation. It was no longer a symbol of fear and despair, but a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Nelson's bravery had brought light to the darkest corners of the crawlspace, forever changing the lives of those involved. And so, the house stood as a testament to the three girls who had been silenced but not forgotten. Their memory kept alive through the determination of Nelson and the unwavering love of their families. The news of Nelson's investigation and the subsequent resolution of the case spread throughout the town. Nelson became a local hero, admired for his courage and unwavering dedication to seeking justice. People looked up to him as a symbol of hope, reminding them that even in the face of darkness, the truth can prevail. Nelson's life took a different path after the closure of the case. Inspired by his experiences, he decided to pursue a career in law enforcement. His remarkable ability to uncover hidden truths and his empathy for the victims propelled him to become a respected detective. Years later, Nelson stood before a crowd at a ceremony held in honor of his accomplishments. The families of the three girls were present, their eyes filled with gratitude and admiration. As Nelson addressed the gathering, he expressed his deep appreciation for the support he had received throughout his journey. He emphasized that the closure brought by solving the case was not just his victory, but a victory for the entire community. He acknowledged the strength and resilience of the families who had endured unimaginable pain, thanking them for entrusting him with their stories and for their unwavering belief in justice. Nelson's speech concluded with a message of hope, urging everyone to remain vigilant and to never turn a blind eye to the suffering of others. He reminded them that the power to bring about change lies within each individual, and that by working together, they could create a safer and more compassionate society. As the applause filled the room, Nelson glanced at the three photographs of the girls that had been placed on a table nearby. Their smiles seemed to radiate with gratitude, as if they were watching over the gathering, grateful for the closure that had finally been achieved. The story of Nelson and the three girls became a legend in the town, a cautionary tale that reminded people of the importance of confronting the darkness that resides within society. The abandoned house, once shrouded in mystery, became a symbol of resilience and the triumph of justice. And so, the tale of the crawlspace and the voices of the three girls became etched into the fabric of the community's history. Their memory would forever serve as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable horror, there is always hope for justice and healing.